What's up, tribe? This is Justin, Elevate Credit. Today is day 275. Failure is not trying. So, thank you guys for following this journey. We're talking about credit consulting, business, funding, real estate investing. Just taking that next step to achieve that next level, doing the thing, doing the damn thing. So, today we're talking about failure, right? So many people are afraid of failure. In my opinion, failure is just not trying, right? So many people are afraid to try. It's scary. I'm not going to lie to you. It's scary not knowing what's on the other end of, this line. Like, is there a hook? Like, is there going to be a fish? Right? And, like taking that leap, especially becoming an entrepreneur, like taking that leap, right? A lot of people think that, they want to become entrepreneurs because they want to be their own boss and they want to work their own hours. Here's a surprise for you. Entrepreneurs, if you're serious about being an entrepreneur and building a business, you're working every hour, right? You're always working. You're always hustling. You're always marketing and creating content and creating leads and closing deals. And doing the work, right? Until you can afford to outsource it and building systems and working on your business, right? It's work, right? Like, and it's not for the faint of heart. But you know what? I would rather try and fail than try and not fail and not try at all, right? Not trying at all, that is failure, right? So here's a classic example. I've been on 4 airplanes so far. I'm currently in Manila. I haven't even made it to my wife and my son yet. 4 airplanes to get to Manila. And there was a block of time of about an hour and a half between the flight arrived in Manila and there's another flight leaving to Calibo. I booked the flight. It cost me about $150. I booked the flight hoping that I could make the flight. And do you know what? The flight into Manila was late, and I had to pay a super expensive taxi to get to the next terminal. And I got to the gate, I got to the check-in counter, and they wouldn't let me on the plane. They said, you know what? It's too late, and you missed the plane. And I said, okay, well, can I get a refund? No, you can't get a refund. Okay, can I transfer to another ticket? Yeah, we can transfer to another ticket, but the next flight with Cebu Airways doesn't fly out to the 19th. That's 2 days later. I don't have that time. I need to fly out today. I need to fly out this morning. And so I said, okay. And I was a little angry, but, I did it. I tried, right? The fact is that I'm trying to get across. If you haven't picked it up, I tried, and I failed, right? I put it together, and it didn't work out. And, so many people are afraid of that. So many people are afraid of trying and failing. How they're going to look in front of other people and what it's going to feel like. And say, you know what? You're not going to improve. You're not going to get better in anything in life unless you're constantly failing, right? Fail fast, right? Because that's the only way that you can get better. Fail fast. Don't be afraid to fail. Walking away from the Mexico deal where I lost $200,000. Man, that was a tough one. That was a failure, big one. But over the course of this last year, we've been able to, gain some stuff back and make some progress for sure. So, don't get stuck in that mundane of life, clocking into that 9 to 5, just hoping to be able to do things here and there. And it's just, I don't know. Maybe it works for some people, it just doesn't work for me. I like my time. I like having my time, especially when my wife and my son get back to the U.S. I want to be able to spend time with them. I want to be a dad. I want to be a husband. I don't want to have to go to clock into that 9 to 5 if I don't have to. Right, and that comes with, taking these educated, taking these chances and trying. You know what? Because sometimes it's not just a failure. It's not. Like, I've had some big wins in life, right? You're going to have some wins, you're going to have some losses. That's just the game of life, right? You played sports, you know that, For any sports team, you win some and you lose some. You try to win more than you lose. But playing it safe and just staying, kind of caught up in the Monday, it's just, for me, it doesn't make sense. I need a higher purpose, right? And entrepreneurship gives me that higher purpose. So thank you guys for following. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment. It helps the algorithms. Check out the website. Book a consultation. Bring your consumer reports. Let's take a look. Let's delete some negative items. Let's thicken it up. Let's get you that business funding and or that real estate financing that you need to take that next step, achieve that next level, right? And if you want to do it yourself, we have DIY products, and we have more. If you want to further educate yourself, we have courses and classes. If you're interested in one-on-one mentorship, we can do that as well. Last but not least, to my son, Josiah's son, you are blessed, you are anointed. Use credit responsibly. Build business, invest in real estate to your success. Salud.